service projects from this past year. Will you be that dedicated as you were for this year if you actually are secretary?
Yes. This year I had a lot of obligations due to working as a tour guide for the Grand Canyon. I recently quit that job because, you know, it does take up too much time, and I do want to dedicate more of my fourth and final year to Circle K. Next question, please. Oh, and if you guys do have any other questions, you can just write it up on this little post-it and put it here and I'll answer it there.
Nathan?
Can you give an insight as to what it means new, completely redesigned agenda? Will it be more functional or will it just be for looks?
It'll be both for looks and it'll be for function as well, in terms of like maybe saving eco paper, as well as an online print-friendly version in case you do want to print that out from the meeting.
How would you handle your stress?
Well, this year working on district was a lot of stress as well, but I managed to handle that, and I will continue to take more stress as always. Because doing district is a lot of stresses already. So.
Katie?
Katie Boyd, describe yourself in one word.
Meticulous.
And why?
Because I pay attention to every single detail of a student.
Lisa, just reading your goals, what counts to you, or what do you define as a service hour?
Service hours, good question. Planning any service project counts as service hours. So when you're heading a committee and planning like the logistics of that service project counts as service hours. Also, things that don't count as service hours is like eat for services or anything that counts towards fundraising in general, like such as officer actions, shouldn't count as service hours. But what you like, the clear, precise definition?
Yes.
Anything that is benefiting an organization in general or to the community, time spent to the community.
Thomas. What about the various walks that we do? Would those count as service hours?
Yes, it's benefiting.
What would you consider your greatest flaw, and how would you fix it?
My greatest flaw is probably my personality. I am a little hard to work with in the beginning. After you get to know me, like these guys have, you know that it's like packing a shell, and inside's all this yolk stuff.
Katie?
Katie Gloria, how will you deal with conflict within your board, if there is any?
Definitely, I will look to the president for leadership advice and how to sort of like, I don't know, peer group? Is that the word? Like, get together one-on-one, have the president as a mediator between us two and talk it out like that.
Nathan?
You served on the district. What made you go back to the club level instead of continuing on in the district route that you went in?
Well, it's always a very exemplary thing for a lot of district members to go from, you know, first club and then district and then back to district again. Sort of like a bell-shaped curve type of deal. But yes, it's sort of more giving back to the club.